Alrighty. I think this stream is up and running. Let me just double check to be safe. Hmm. Sorry, my headset's not setting on my head quite right. It's a little awkward. Trying to adjust that. Okay, it does look like we are live. Cool, cool, cool. Hello, everybody. This is ZZ1000ZZ, and today I'm starting a challenge run of Chrono Trigger. I haven't played this game very much in a long time, but I have been wanting to try a challenge run where we never use magic or techniques. So let's hop right into it. We will select wait because it is just the better mode. And then we'll pick our name as Chrono, which is the default, and then get started. Chrono. Chrono. Good morning, Chrono. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. Lean's bell makes such beautiful music. You were so excited about the Millennial Fair that you didn't sleep well, did you? I want you to behave yourself today. Let's get moving now. Alright. So the start of this run is going to be pretty normal to any regular run, since you don't have much in the way of techniques or magic early on. But later on, I imagine it's going to get quite difficult. Oh, real quick. Sorry. By the way, that inventor friend of yours, oh dear, I've forgotten her name. Luca. That's right, Luca. Don't forget she invited to see her see her invention. Cool, cool. Yeah, you talk to her again, she gives you some money. I think there's a few other items and things we can pick up, but let's just go straight to the fair. Anyway, I have tried this run before, I think I got to right when you go to the future. And so I know the first part of the run is doable. I don't know how far you can actually get. I think you can beat the entire game without using techniques or magic, but we'll have to see. Hey, ouch, that hurt. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? My pendant. Let's talk to her. Oh no, don't tell me I lost it. Now, this pendant, if you get the pendant before you talk to her, you will lose a vote in a trial a little bit further into the game. And it doesn't really matter. Doesn't affect the plot, but it does affect what rewards you get. Marl. You can get like different items in the trial, but I don't really care much. Colonel, what a nice name. Pleased to meet you. Now, come on. Yeah, I don't remember everything you have to do. Ooh, where's my cat? Okay, yeah, I think we can rescue her cat. No time to talk, I'm just sitting down for lunch. Oh yeah, if you grab this, I think it heals you to full, but you are stealing his food. So that makes you look bad later. I'm not going to try to get everything perfectly right, but for the couple things I remember, I'll go ahead and do them. By the way, the last time I beat this game was at least 8 years ago. So my memory is going to be very rusty. Oh, you're so sweet, Chrono. They're still setting up. Why don't you come back in a while? I hate fairs. Okay. But I have played the game enough that I'll remember some things, and we'll figure out the rest. Buy something from Melchior? Sure. Yeah, let's buy an upgraded sword. I live on the continent to the east. Come see me sometime. By the way, no, we will not try to get her to sell her pendant. That's another way you can lose the vote in the trial. Aw, she's having a great time. Yay. There's other things we can do in this festival, but none of them are really important. Here we have to wait for her to get her candy. Hi, I'd like some of this. Thanks for waiting. But yeah, we can earn, I think they're called silver points, the currency the fair uses. And then I think there's some prizes we can trade them in for, but I'm not going to worry about it. It takes too long right now. Rip right up. On up, any of you who have the time and courage. Our super dimension warp is the invention of the century. Use it, jump in here, and you'll get teleported here. Yay! Well, I guess we have to do it. Oh, it's you, Chrono. Chrono! Where have you been? No one wants to try it. Of course we will. It looks like fun. I'll watch while you try it out. Just hop into the left pond. All systems on. Enjoy this music. Yay! Now can we leave? Of course not. What a kick. I want to try it too. Huh? Hey Chrono, how did you pick up a cutie like her? Hang on, Chrono, I'll be right there. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, as this vision of loveliness steps aboard the machine. Don't go away, I'll be right back. You're sure about this? There's still time to change your mind. No way. Okay, everyone, let's give her a great hand, blah blah blah. Yeah. Begin energy transfer. What's happening? My pendant is... Huh? Well, that's not good. Ruto, where is she? Show's over, folks. Yeah, imagine seeing somebody disappear like that and then be told, go away, guys, it's over. Please leave. The way she disappeared. It disappeared. It couldn't have been the telepod. The warp field seemed to be affected by her pendant. What are we going to do now? Luca recognizes her, and that's our first hint as to who Marl actually is. Chrono! They're actually going to do it? What a fine lad. Listen, I don't know where this machine is going to send you, but we haven't got any other choice. I think it's interesting she wants us to hang on to the pendant, when doing so would mean that if we take it with us, we may have no way to send more people back in time. Because as far as we've seen, you have to have the pendant to open the portal. If we take the pendant through the portal, then how does she plan to open it? I'll follow you after I know what went wrong. Good luck, Chrono. But how are you going to follow us? We're taking the key to the portal. It worked out in the end. I just think it would have made way more sense if we left the pendant with Luca. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this challenge run is back when this game first came out, everybody was super hyped about dual and triple techs, where your characters combine together to use moves that, like, in theory, are stronger when used together. And I've always thought that those dual and triple techs were overrated. As in, they're a cool mechanic and idea, but I don't think they actually are very useful. So, as a joke one day, I said, I bet they're so unimportant to the game that you could just beat the game without using any techniques at all, and decided to give it a shot. Mind you, I do think you should be using techs in this game and magic. I just think you should be using single target, not single target, single. What would you call that? I guess regular techniques magic rather than dual techs or triple tech. Anyway, since this is the start of the game, it's supposed to be easy. Notice I haven't even equipped my new sword and I'm still one-shotting everything. Also, just last week I finished a run of the sequel to this game called Chrono Cross, in which we use basically the same rule set. Okay, so we have one tonic. Okay, yeah, we just got our first technique. So before that battle, we didn't have any techniques, so the challenge run wasn't live. But now we do have Cyclone, and we will never be using it. Or at least that's the goal. Anyway, last week I finished a challenge run of the sequel to this game, Chrono Cross, in which we didn't use any... Ooh, item. In which we didn't use any... Hold on one sec. What is the bandana? Oh. I think the speed might be better than the power. I don't know, but for now, let's keep this on. But anyway, in Chrono Cross, I didn't use any of what in that game they call elements. The big difference is in that game, there are no items that you can use. So the restriction was literally to only use physical attacks the entire game. Didn't think I'd be able to beat it, but we did, and that was really exciting. And since it was so cool to actually pull it off when I didn't think it was possible, I figured I'd give a similar run a try in this game. Okay. So that enemy actually survived one attack. First time any of them did. By the way, one obvious strategy in this challenge run would be to grind a lot. We are going to try not to do that. I imagine we will have to grind at points, but I'll try to keep it to a minimum and see how well we can do without it. Hey, they've been at war for years. It's the year 600. By the way, I am not going to be exploring and talking to everyone like I would in a fully casual playthrough. The reason being, there's just so many NPCs in most any RPG, and I don't want to take forever because, to be honest, I just don't care that much. That said, I do enjoy exploring such, so I'll still be going around. Ooh, Karate Gi is a nice boost to power. And so is a Bronze Helm, but the Bronze Helm is cheaper, so let's go with that. Big boost in defense. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff I miss, especially like treasure chests, I imagine, but we'll see how things go. I'm Banta, the blacksmith. I'm forging a bell for the king to present to his beloved queen. And that's the first we hear of it, but the queen of this time disappeared, but she's been found. And of course, we have to figure out what's going on, how we wound up in the past, and this plays into it a little. No, I didn't know that. Wow, you're a jerk. Hey, they finally found Queen Lena up in the mountains. She must be glad to be home. Everyone was worried. Alright. I'm Toma, the explorer. If you're buying, I'll tell you a story. Sure, why not? Thanks. It's about the missing queen. She disappeared while visiting that cathedral to the west end. Beg your pardon? What? They found her? Never mind. So that's our first hint of where we'll have to go. Our life wasn't super low, but just to be safe, we'll rest up and heal. Ooh, here's the chest I don't... Yeah, we can't open these. This box has been in the family for generations. Open it and you may have what's inside. But it is sealed by a mysterious force. Much later in the game, we will find a way to unlock chests like that. But I imagine it... I forget just when it happens. I know it is quite a bit later, though. I don't know if there's anyone else or any other places we should be going. I feel like I probably missed a building. Let's try going to this bridge. We'll be told we can't. The bridge is being fixed because Magnus's army trashed it. Back before we traveled through the portal, we could have gone to that bridge and walked out. We actually would have found a town. But we'll be going that way eventually, so. I thought there... Am I crazy? I thought there was another place we could go. Oh. Well. We can see the cathedral somebody mentioned to the west. What's his name? Toma, I think? But we don't want to go there yet. I'm sure there are more hints that I missed, but the game makes it pretty clear we should go see the queen. So let's head that way. By the way, we should have killed the green imp first since it dies in one hit, whereas the Rolly does not. Well, never mind. Maybe it doesn't die in one hit. I thought we killed them in one hit back on the mountain. Wait, what? Oh. Well, that sucked. The game defaulted back to the Rolly. I thought it would remember who I had targeted less. I probably have to set that up in the settings menu somewhere. Also, I think that might have showed why we one-shot a green imp before. It had the flashy animation when we hit the Rolly, and that, I believe, is a critical hit, which deals double damage. So I probably saw us deal double damage one time and thought that was, our normal damage. Well, fortunately we leveled up, so we are stronger now, but we'll see how this fight goes. Okay, that's not bad. Alright. Wait, no way. We just got 4 turns and killed both enemies without them acting a single time. That's so silly. Alright. Oh. Okay. Wasn't there a shiny light by this rock? Huh. Yeah. I guess it triggered the ambush and then disappeared. Huh? I'm not complaining. We got a power tab, which will boost our strength permanently. Oh no! So with us having gained, I think, 2 levels now and a point of strength forever, I think we should one-shot most enemies. us. We definitely will on crits. Miss. I'm debating on if we should use the healing item or not. Yeah, we're pretty low. Let's be safe. Speaking of being safe, I should probably save as well. Okay, so we got a heal. I think those cure status ailments? Yeah. Alright. And we should buy more tonics, even though I'm sure we'll find plenty. Oh, wait. What's to the right down here? Anything? Oh no. Let's see if we one-shot these guys now or not. Well, we definitely do on a crit. Cool. Obviously, with this being the start of the game, it doesn't mean a lot, but I do think it's interesting that we just killed an entire enemy party while they only got one action off. Nope, nothing in that raw. Oh, let's see. Oh, cool. So we need 5 experience. Ooh, what's a shaking book? Ooh, drop the shelter. Nice. But yeah, we level up in 5 more experience. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't say. Oh, who goes there? Oh no, they think we're Magus's troops. Uh-oh, beat it. Ah, stop it at once. Queen Lean, show your manners. This is a friend of mine. There's something odd about him. Oh no. The queen giggled there. Kinda. Should be obvious what's going on, but we'll get confirmation soon. Let's talk to these guys, sir. Sir, I understand that you're the ones who saved my life. My wife. Yep. And there he mentions that the queen's been acting weird since she supposedly got rescued by us. And she's lost her pin, something she used to always carry on her. I don't see anything. I'm always worried that there's going to be chests hidden, like, in corners or something, but I'm not going to go everywhere mashing A to try to find them. The Queen of White. You saved our queen. You don't look that tough. Queen married into the family 10 years ago. She still looks so useful. In fact, she looks even younger now than on her wedding day. Hint, hint. Ah, there you are. Please leave us. I need to talk to this individual. Certainly, Your Highness. Come nearer, sir. Told you, didn't I, Chrono? It's me, but everyone calls me Lean. I'm so relieved you're here. We barely know each other, but somehow I knew you'd come for me. Thank you, Chrono. Something's wrong. What's happening? It feels like I'm being torn apart. Help me, Chrono. I'm scared. Please. Yeah. Now for the major plot hole of the game. She, of course, is Queen Lean. Well, I'm sorry. She, of course, is pretending to be Queen Lean, but is in fact a descendant of her, the princess of our time. That's why they look so similar. Because the Queen of the olden times didn't get found after she went missing, since in thanks to our time travel, everyone thinks they already found her. I'm explaining poorly. We'll just see what I mean. You were played, of course. You didn't do anything funny, did you? Well, yeah. Yeah, I just basically said that I hit on the queen. But yeah, her disappearing there is a big deal, and it's like, oh no, what happened? And we're going to get an explanation now. I'll let the game explain it. Huh, huh. You're okay? Did you find the girl? Gone? What do you mean she's gone? It's just as I thought. I knew I recognized her. And this looks identical to the castle in our times. I'll bet they mistook that girl for her ancestor. You see, she's a member of the royal family. She's Princess Nadia. Marl, that Princess Nadia is a descendant of Queen Lean. Queen Lean has been kidnapped. As I recall, someone was supposed to have saved her, but history's been changed. Marl looks so much like Lean that they probably called off their search when she appeared here, but the real queen is killed. Wait, okay. Sorry, I thought my audio was muted. Marl will simply disappear. There might still be time. If we can save Lean, history as we know it should remain unchanged. Something must have happened to the Queen on this era. As a result, Princess Nadia ceases to exist. Hurry, we have to find the real Queen. And now Luca joins our party. Sight Scope. I think that's the one that, yeah, shows the enemy HP. I'll leave it equipped even though power might make sense on her since she has very low power to start. Now, we noticed the Chancellor walked up this way when we talked to him and he said, which is a little suspicious. Found some money, yay! Field with a magical energy, or mystical energy. What do you want? Get out of my face. I mean, to be fair, we weren't in your face, we were in your back, which is actually pretty weird. Oh no, the Chancellor's been acting very strange and sneaking out at night. Oh no. They haven't seen the frog bodyguard of the princess in a while. People say the Chancellor's gone crazy, but I don't believe it. Why he goes to the cathedral every day? So those are some more hints that we should investigate the Chancellor and what he's doing at the cathedral. But first, let's see if we can find anything useful around here. I don't want to talk to you guys. This guy's got a nasty temper. Okay. Ooh, dining room. For soldiers, feel free to grab a bite. Okay, he's hungry. Here's your food. All right. Would you really lay on the floor waiting for your food rather than sit at the table? I guess he would. Wait. The chef's food is great. I give it 3 stars. If it's great, shouldn't you give it 5 stars, not 3? Didn't she say sit down here? Okay. Let's go with the refresh salad. I don't know what it does. Maybe it heals us? MP recovered. Okay. So does power do give us our health back? Probably. Wait, I just picked the same one again, didn't I? I think so. There you go. Okay, HP recovered. Let's try the bottom one, see what it does. Hyper Bomb. Okay, the sounds were different on that one. Yeah, it looks like a big platter. HP and MP recovered. So, what's the point of having 3 different options when one is just the objective best? Yeah, we saved Queen Leene. Sure. This is no place for kids. Wait, maybe you'd know. What's this ice cream stuff that Queen Leene wants so badly? Okay. What's going on here? Where's supper? Oh, Captain, I'm sorry. Okay, you're being a jerk. Just feed my men, okay? We literally walked into the room and then started complaining that there wasn't food yet. So, okay. I guess we now know the captain of the soldiers is a douchebag. Anything over here to find? Take a snooze? Nah, we don't need to. The bridge is our last line of defense. Troops are strangely quiet. Huh. So we could rest there, I assume, to heal? If so, then what was the point of the food? Again, I'm confused. Oh. Yakra disappeared a long time ago, blah blah blah. But, wait a sec. Cyrus left with a friend and never returned. What did he say about Yakra? Lurked in the Western Forest, but after the cathedral was built, Yakra disappeared. We're thankful for that. Now, I think it's pretty obvious what's going on here. Yakra is a monster, and when the cathedral got built, he took it over. And Ling disappeared, but we also know she went to the cathedral, so Queen Ling went to the cathedral, and Yakra kidnapped her. Alright. I mean, okay. Pretty easy. Hey, cool, Chrono leveled up again. Wonder if he'll start one-shotting those rollies now. Can we get another shelter? Wait, can we do that an unlimited number of times? Just keep leaving and coming back for shelters? Yeah, I'm actually gonna check that out. If we really can't do that every time we come through here, that's kind of nutty. I think if you hug the tree close enough, you can avoid this battle. I think that's why on my way out, I didn't trigger the fight. Hey, nice job. Even my weaker of the two one-shot that guy. I think it was a crit, but still. Some XP, a heal. Oh wait, that wasn't the bush the thing was in, was it? No. I think the bush we wanted to check was to the right. Alright. That's a one-shot. Ow. Okay. Don't even get in action. Sure, sure. Hey! Luca learned her first tech, and we got a dual tech combining the two. Okay, so yeah, you really can get as many filters as you want by running back and forth through here. Interesting. Luca is almost level 3. Tell you what, I don't want to grind in general, but I am going to go grab one more filter. We want nothing but world peace, or peace of the world. Hee hee. Might want to stick around for the organ recital. It's a real killer. People wouldn't know what to do with themselves in a truly peaceful world. Oh dear, looks like you could use some food and a place to rest. What's this sparkle? What did you find? A hairpin. That's the Guardia Royal Crest. Who could have seen this coming? We don't deal a lot of damage to him, do we? Ugh. That might get a little worrying. Now, normally you could use the Flame World tech, or Dual tech that we just unlocked, and I imagine it would do a ton of damage to these guys. Ooh, slow spell. That's not good for us. Alright, so one is down. Even if you didn't use the Flame World, the Dual tech, you could still use the Cyclone, which is the single tech that Chrono has, but Fortunately, these guys don't seem to hit too hard, so it'll take us a minute to kill them, but I think we'll be fine. So that blow does cause some trouble. Alright. We just need one more hit to kill him. The only good thing about the slow spell is once my characters are slowed, it doesn't really do anything, so it means we take less damage than if they would just use the regular attack. Wait, did Luca deal less damage there? I wonder if maybe slow reduces her damage. I don't think it reduced Chronos, but... yeah, Chronos still deals 15 at swing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Luca did more than 8 damage the first time I had her attack. Because I thought we killed the first Noggin only 4 hits, not like 5 or 6. It could be wrong, or maybe speed affects Luca's damage but not Chrono's because of the difference of what weapons they use. Possible. Alright now. Or there may be some other factor I'm not noticing. Okay, so I think that puts the enemy to 38 HP. $23, so I think one more attack from each character should be enough to finish these guys off. Also, it looks like Chrono acted twice before Luca got her next action. So I think Chrono must have a decent speed advantage over her. 32 XP. Hey, Chrono leveled up. Cool, cool. Phew, that was close. Uh-oh. Ah! Well, hello, pal. Lower thine guard and thou art allowing the enemy in. Okay, that is not how you would write that in Old English, but it's a fictional world. They don't need to actually use the grammar that our olden times would have. It's just a little distracting sometimes. Thou art here to save the queen? The lair is deep within. Will thee accompany me? Sure, why not? A frog? Chrono, it's a talking frog. I hate frogs. My guise doth not incur thy trust. Very well, do as thee please, but I shall save the queen. Wait! You don't seem like a bad, person frog thing, I mean? Chrono, what should we do? You know, I don't know what actually happens if you say refuse there. I'll just have to handle it. I mean, deal with him. What's your name? Frog will do. Alright, nice to meet you, Frog. Map a hidden ore lord. Not gonna try to speak like that. But yeah, one of the monsters mentioned, you know, staying for an organ recital. So even if you couldn't guess this by instinct, it's pretty obvious what to do. Now, Frog is level 5, so that means he's well ahead of our party. And I don't know, is Bronze Mail better than a Karate Key? I think it is, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's run back to town and heal up. I could use items or just run into the dungeon and look for a spot to heal in there. I think you can find a spot to heal in it, but this is only 10 gold and it's not too far, so let's just use it real quick. Now, there is one thing I have to think about, and that is Frog here has Flirt. This is a technique which lets you heal a character, and it can be used outside of combat. There is an argument that we should let me use moves like Slurp outside of combat just to save time and trouble. Because I could always buy items to do the same thing. It would just cost more money. That said, I think money is a limited enough resource in this game that I wouldn't want to do that. Alright, I don't know which way I should go. One revive. One tonic. Now, one interesting thing about this game is you can avoid most fights. Found the secret nugget bromide. Okay. Everyone, humans, you're after the bromide. I have no idea what bromide is, but okay. I didn't even know that was something I could do. I just saw a weird looking shape and immediately clicked on it. Alright. Now here, it might be better to have Luca attack someone other than this. Yeah, it went to 1 health. So Luca hitting that enemy didn't actually... Oh wait, no. It had 15 health, and Luca and Chrono both did 15, so I did need 2 attacks to kill it. 7 damage, sucked. I wonder why... Did Luca crit the first time she attacked this combat? Because I think she did 14 damage the first time and 7 the second. But... Alright. Yeah, it must have been a crit that first time because she just did 7 again. Alrighty. Nice and easy, nice and easy. 33 experience. So what is this bromide? A maiden suit, a tonic, and an ether. Huh. Looks like we didn't actually get the bromide in the sense of getting it as an item we can equip or use. Maiden suit is +8. Nice. Yeah, and as we would guess by the name, only a female can use it. Yep, the bronze mail is better than a karate gi. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a kind of story item that it's in our inventory in the sense of our characters have it, not that we can see it. Alright, so Chrono gets a bit of a damage boost there. Ah! Not sure what I did that triggered the fight. Probably just walked a little too close or something, but... Okay. I may just go ahead and kill all the enemies in here, but for now I'm running past them. I don't want to burn too many items healing up, so... We'll scout out what we can and then just make decisions from there. Alright, nice and easy. So Luca deals 18, Chrono deals 43, and Frog crits for 72. So right now I think Chrono is dealing the most damage by a small margin. And Luca's damage is barely relevant at all. What's with the disguise? Oh no. Rockwood is so smart. His plan to capture the Chancellor and take his place worked perfectly. The ones we ate recently weren't so bad, and those 2 soldiers we caught look rather plump and juicy. I'll look on Magus' statue before my ship. I'm guessing that means something. Not sure what. Hmm. Got one ether. Found some money. Are you here to save Queen Leene? What a relief. A nice city to come. I'm sure Yakura will be. Why not resting here until he's available? Who could have seen this coming? I'm trying to remember if monsters disguising themselves as humans comes up again. I think we do fight Yakura doing the same gimmick as before. Well, no, it's a future version of Yakura. Basically does the same thing where he kidnaps the Chancellor and pretends to be him. But I think that's the only other time in the entire game where we see it happen. So it's kind of weird. Like, it's such a, powerful tactic they could have. Why wouldn't monsters pretend to be humans more often? Hmm. Okay. So we saw that Gargoyle come up here saying he would look at Magus's statue before a shift. I don't see a statue. Am I missing something? Her dearest Magus, your flashing eyes like stars and flowing hair like waves atop the sea. No sad sunny day nor any frightful bright place can get us down. As long as you're near, there's nothing to fear. Magus, so Magus, our hero Magus. Okay. Weird, but let's play it safe and use a couple healing items. Actually, just the one. Our health wasn't even that low. Wow, 5 enemies in one battle. Okie dokie. Now, Chronos should kill this one, which means Frog can hit the next one. And then I think Luca will get her turn. I meant for Frog to attack the Diablos, the imp-looking thing, but oops. I don't know why it defaulted to the Diablos for the first two, but then it defaulted to the Nagaet for the after the first two died. Weird. Oh. Doesn't really matter. Hey, cool, we got a level up. Yeah, I didn't even know this room was here. Glad we were exploring, trying to figure out where that thing went. Speed belt and a defender and... Okay. It mentioned that the monster would check the statue, but I guess it just meant come in here, not like actually check the statue. Okay, so defender is like the power glove, but for defense, but we get the speed belt, which I'm definitely going to use. I think speed is the most important stat in this game. It's usually one of the most important ones, at least if you have active time combat, since that usually speed will be what determines how quickly your character acts. So we got the... Oh, can't believe I missed that. We got the Naga Bromide from the other room, and I still don't know why. Inside this building, there's a room dedicated to Magus. Heard something about a treasure there. Okay, we just found that. You're humans? They're hiding the queen in the back. Please rescue her. I saw a sparkle over here. Ooh, another power tab. Nice. A bit more brains. Yeah, what was that bromide for? I'm confused. Well, I mean, maybe it'll come up later, or maybe nothing? That'd be weird. A little damage. A little damage. Wow, Chrono one-shot the thing. Getting that extra power tab seems to have helped. Hey, Luca leveled up. And we learned a new move for Frog, which gives us a dual tech for the Frog and Chrono together. Frog is 11 XP from leveling, so let's fight Stop Intruders back. Nice! One shot. Against those enemies, Chrono wouldn't one shot without a crit, so it was pretty lucky. Now, Luca's damage is so low, I don't really care that she's so much slower than the other two. My understanding is Luca is mostly supposed to be useful as a magic user, so I don't imagine she'll be very relevant in this run, but a bit of chip damage here and there, and the ability to use items should be worth something. Hey, Frog level. There's probably a way to... Wow, I actually could slip by them like that? Nice. Let's just kill them real quick. With there only being two, it could be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. I imagine anyone who hears me say that will get the reference. If not, there's a comedian who posts videos on YouTube called Pitch Meetings. And that's one of the catchphrases in the series of videos. There's two characters talking in it. Basically, one's a movie producer, the other is a writer. And the idea is supposed to be that they are pitching ideas for movies. And often, the one guy will, be like, "Oh, that sounds difficult." The writer will be like, "Oh no, super easy, barely an inconvenience." Really funny skits. I highly recommend them. So I guess I shouldn't have gone to the right. I probably should have gone to the left instead. That or maybe there are traps on both sides and you have to fight. Or it goes from. Okay, so we are currently just kind of ruffle stomping all these enemies. Can we walk back up? No. Okay. Does that fix the stairs? No. Okay. Honestly, I don't even want to fight these guys. No entry. Okay. Heal. Tonic. I think that just spawned another enemy. Yeah. So what do we need to do? No, I messed it up. So I guess because they're flyers, they're pretty evasive. Squishy but evasive unit is a pretty common trope. It is interesting that Chrono missed twice, Frog has hit twice. But that's time Chrono hit. I guess Luca hit one. That's also. I love that. Feels like something scratchy is in my throat. Uh-oh. I wish I would have healed before this. I think we should be fine though. Alright. Ooh. Wait, no, that's not who I meant to target. Oh. That's a decent bit of damage. I might need a heal. No! I didn't hit the same hench as Frog did. Ah! Oh. Okay. No, I still haven't hit the same one again. Oh. But surviving with 2 HP is very annoying. By the way, the reason I'm not equipping Luca with an item that would boost her stats more, an accessory to be specific, is I find it very convenient to be able to see enemy health. And I need the sight scope for that. Also, yes, Luca could potentially die here. Alright, decent chunk of experience. Chrono level up. Got an iron sword. Can Chrono use that? No, so that's for Frog only. A little bit of a damage boost. Actually, Ooh, Luca leveled up with just 10 more experience. Man, if a battle starts, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Alright, so that's good to open the door. Wait, wasn't there a healing spot I could have walked back to? I think there was. Or was that a save point? I honestly don't remember. Fine, we'll fight these guys. Luca's so close to leveling up. Okay, Chrono one-shots him. Ooh, Frog doesn't though. Nice. Okay, this is so silly. I know it's the early part of the game, but come on. Could enemies put up any sort of threat? 116. Wait. Yeah, so I kind of want to run past these guys, but I'm worried that I'll fight all 4 at once instead of just fighting 2 at a time. Okay. So I think these enemies must have higher defense than most of the other ones because I'm pretty sure my characters are dealing a lot less damage to them. So it's interesting that they can knock you back. This game has positional mechanics where you are standing can affect things, mostly like which enemies will be hit if you use a technique that's an AoE or a line effect. Is it possible to go past them? I don't see how. But anyway, I don't see many cases, or I don't think there are many cases where the enemy can move you or you can move yourself. So normally, I don't think you have much control over the positional stuff, other than like who you target with things. I do think this game would have been more fun for me if you could move their characters around at least a little in battle. That way you could line up your techniques or stuff. Okay. So it dies. There's more money. So Frog still needs 21 experience. Yeah, I don't see how to slip past them, so. I guess it is good we fought all these battles. I think if I had ran past the first battle, then the two hench guys that we would have skipped would have just attacked us when we fought those Naga things. Okay. Very cool. Oh, it's leveled up. Yeah, nobody's leveling up soon, so we're good on experience. The MP is low because when you level up, it does increase your current MP, I guess. But yeah, I think we just use one tonic save and then move on. I think we're about the boss. Yep. That sounds like boss music. Prepare yourself, Queenling. You! How did you get in here? Frog! Majesty, stand back and allow us the honor. Be careful. Okay. Yeah, ha ha. It's useless to fight. No one will leave here alive. Okay. Stupid Frog, it's time you jumped off this mortal coil. True form, change! So this is the Yakra people were talking about. That, I don't even know what that's supposed to look like. Reverts to Yakra. Is it like a weird bear, maybe? I'm not sure. Too close. Can't counterattack. So it's saying that makes me think if it's too close to us, when we hit it, it can counterattack? Let's see. If I'm right, he will counterattack here. Oh. Oh, too close. Now, I don't know why I was thinking that it can counterattack if you're far away. Okay, yeah. But yeah, when Luca hit him, he counterattacked, but when Frog and Chrono are hitting him right now, he's too close to counterattack. Gotcha. It's a cool little mechanic. Oh, I think he was far enough away from Chrono there. Yeah. I think that little thing where he bounces around the screen is a counterattack. So is he considered close enough that he can't counterattack? I'm not sure. Too close, can't counterattack. I'm pretty sure he would counterattack if Frog attacked, so let's wait. I could also have Frog use an item, but I'd rather just save his turn until he can attack. Okay. Is this really what's happening? It's a cool idea to make it so an enemy can only, or where the enemy's position can affect whether or not it'll attack you. or I guess in this case, counterattack you, but... Wow, that was... that was an easy boss. Oh. Don't get me wrong, I really like that mechanic with the counterattacking, taking advantage of the game's positional system. I do think that was pretty cool. It was just, wow, that was a very easy battle. The King awaits. Let's return to the castle. I thank thee, Chrono and Luca. Yes, thank you so much. Please join us. I mean, okay. Since you asked. The Mid-Ether. Phew, thank you. The monster stuffed me in there. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else we can do, so let's go ahead and leave. You had me worried, Aline. That no good Yakura impersonating me and kidnapping the queen. We must create a criminal justice system in this kingdom and do away with such things. I do like that he says that because that will be relevant very soon. So it's a little bit of foreshadowing, but it's foreshadowing that's not at all obvious. I failed to protect Queen Leene. I have disgraced. From. Was he with her when she got kidnapped, or did she go to the cathedral on her own without her bodyguard? Where's the girl who is mistaken for me? I forgot all about Princess Nadia. Oh, dude, I should have unequipped the bandana from Frog's inventory. Oh well. Hey, hi. Huh? What happened? Princess Nadia! Chrono! It was awful. I can't recall it all. I was somewhere cold, dark, and lonely. Is that what it's like to die? Welcome back, Princess Nadia. You risked your life to help me too? Princess Nadia? By the way, this is not how time travel works for the rest of the game. The game offers no explanation for why Marl disappeared, whereas in the rest of the game, time travel doesn't do that to anyone. I guess you guys figured it out, huh? Sorry, Chrono, I didn't mean to deceive you. I'm Princess Nadia. My father's King Guardia, though, is something. Really enjoyed being with you at the fair, but if you had known my identity, you wouldn't show me around the fair, right? Wrong. Oh, Chrono, that's why I like you. Hey, we can go home. Okay. Don't know what a ribbon does. Looks like it increases your hit rate. Alright. You're the real Queen Leene, huh? You really could be my twin. Well, you better get along. Well, you two better get along, or I'll be in big trouble. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Excuse me? Yeah, imagine someone telling you, you two better have sex so I and get pregnant. Otherwise, I will disappear. Huh? 'Twas a fault of mine which endangered the queen. I shall depart for good. Indeed, your resemblance to the queen is uncanny. It's such a funny expression of his. don't know, you have potential to be a good swordsman. The sprite work in this game is really impressive. Froggy, you weren't such a bad guy either. Yeah, given the era this came out in and the technical limitations of a 16-bit console, they did a really good job with the art. But what are people's stats like? 21 to level, 59, 94, okay. So they're all pretty close to leveling, but not too close. Wait, this was not the bush I meant to check. I meant to check the other one. Oh well. Aww. 17 damage and 20 something damage. Yeah, it was this one, right? Yep. Hey, we get another shelter. Ah! Apparently you have to cut it really close to the tree to not trigger this fight. Does Marl one-shot these guys, or will it take Marl plus Luca to kill one? Marl does one-shot him. And so does Luca. Hey, learned some technique that we will never use. Oh wait, let's heal first. And stop at the market. Forget, I think the inn is down and to the right. Oh my god, I bought a weapon for Luca and then never equipped it. I feel stupid. So I spent $800 or gold or whatever they call in this game for a weapon and then just never bothered to use it. Nice. Anyway. Now we rest up. And then we'll head back to the present. Let's see if we can avoid all the fights. We didn't avoid this one. Ooh. So that's the yellow poly. Has a lot more HP than the green ones, apparently. I don't remember there being any yellow polys here the last time we came through. I wonder if the encounter formation changed or what. Did it counterattack Marl there, or did its turn just happen to come up right in between the turns of the two ladies? I'm not sure. Hey, Marl leveled up. Hey! How do we get home? Your Highness, Princess, please, call me Marl. Well then, Marl? Observe. Is it Marl or like Marley? I would assume Marl, but... Oh, Luca, you're amazing. Ain't it the truth? I mean, enough with the false modesty. You have a real gift. I would trade my royal ancestry for your genius in a heartbeat. Well, if you say so. I mean, she invented teleportation device and then a time travel device, so... Fates are very unstable, so I use the principle behind my telepod device. to create a gate key. Now we can use them as we please. But why did this gate suddenly appear? Either the telepod had something to do with it, or something else made it. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. This is getting pretty weird. Let's at least head back to our own time. Alright, coming, Chrono? Yeah, this game's plot is a bit odd to me in that game all but confirms the planet is railroading your party through a set of events for some reason. But I'll talk about that more as we go. Phew, we're back. Chrono, Luca, why don't you come home with me to the castle? I'll take you out for dinner. Are you joking? That's the most fun I've had in months. And I met some new friends, too. Be a gentleman and take her home. I've got some work to do. See you soon, Luca. Oh. Will you escort me home? Oh, wait. I didn't buy any more tonics when I was at the market, did I? I don't think so. Let's do that. Yeah, I don't care about the points in here. Market. Laying down at the pier again? That Fritz, where could he be? Oh, hello. What can I do for you? So we can get... That's a 8-point boost for Marl? Definitely want to buy that. Bronze mail, the 6-point boost. Second maiden suit would be an 8-point boost. And we already have enough bronze cells for everyone. So we only have 5 heals, but I think that's enough. 5 revives will hopefully be enough. 6 shelters. Yeah. I think we should be fine healing items, but we'll see. You mentioned someone being down at the pier, so let's see if there's anything. Sometimes a mysterious whirlpool appears in the ocean near here. I wonder what causes it. If only Fritz would return. It's 10 gold to 4. Okay. That house there is Luca's home. We can see the cathedral is no longer around. Here's the bridge that was broken in the other time. I don't know if there's any reason to come over here. Just looking around real quick. That doesn't look like there's anything here for now. An inn. A market. Let's see if they have anything different to sell. Nope, looks like the same items as in... What was our town's name? Lean? Okay. Can we not go in any of those buildings, really? Guess we can go in here? Ah, I run this town. I am so rich I don't know what to do with it all. Give you 10 gold if you act like a chicken. Here you go. Dad loves money more than he loves me. The person I hate most? My dad, of course. The children are slipping away from us. I'm so sad. I mean, they're married to a douchebag. Kinda on you. Everyone says Daddy's greedy. They're lying, right? So we have... Oh, cool. Okay. Was this the only place in town we could go? Oh, no. We can go in here. Cool. I want to go to the festival, too. Grandpa and Grandma went to the 1000th anniversary in Truth. We're keeping an eye on things here. Hmm. Man, the fact we found 2 power tabs so far, largely at random, makes me paranoid. I'm afraid I'm gonna miss a bunch of good items if I don't, like, check everything. But at the same time, I hate checking everything. So tedious to just run around mashing A against everything you come across. 400 years ago, a woman named Fiona died trying to save a great forest that once flourished to the north. I'll say. I got the best jerky in town, but I'm saving it. I might let some go for nearly 10,000? No thanks. Everyone's over at the festival. What fools. If you talk to that guy, I think you can have him play you music, which will change what song is playing. Alright. I'm sure I'm missing stuff, but whatever. Seriously, Oh! Okay. Nothing like a ferry ride. I take the ferry every chance I get. Okay. Oh, why not? Here you go. Have a nice day. Ferries are pretty awesome. That said, it might actually be faster to walk back. Yeah, honestly, it might be faster to walk between the 2 towns than it is to take the boat. That's funny. It's cool to see the world a bit more. Alright. Well, let's head up toward the castle. Now we found I think a power tab over here in one of the rocks, didn't we? I think so. Oh, nice one shot. Oh wait, we don't have the sight scope anymore because Luca's not in our party. That's unfortunate. Well, fortunately these enemies die in one hit, so we don't need to see their health. Found a tonic. Yeah, there was like a sparkling light on this rock. We checked it, it started an ambush, so we came up, checked that rock, and we got a power tab. But looks like that's not available in this world. Yeah. And this bush had an ambush. This bush is where we were farming shelters. Oh, there's a rock there. Nope, nothing in it. And I don't want to track every rock. That's gonna get so tedious. I think I'll just accept that I'm gonna miss out on a handful of items and not bother checking everything. Oh. Good news is we're one-shotting everything, so battles are really easy. 10 experience. Yeah, I guess these enemies are scaled to before you go back into the past. I don't know why you would go to the castle before going to the past, but what's over here? Oh, right, we'll come here later. Nope, nothing there. See, if checking everything gave rewards more often, I'd be much more inclined to do it. But I feel like I check 100 things and maybe find one, like, small item, and that's just not worth it. Princess Nadia! Are you alright? Where have you been? I heard you were abducted. We had soldiers searching for you. Scoundrel, you're the one who... Huh? Or you're the one who kidnapped Princess Nadia. No, Chrono. Admit it, you confused her and tried to take over our throne. Stop it. Oh no, Marl's trying to help us, but what are you doing? But Princess Nadia said to. Idiots! Behead him. Chrono. Oh. We saved her, and all we get in return is a trial. I'm the Chancellor, the Prosecutor. I'm the lawyer. Here. Members of the court, we now bring forth the defendant, Chrono, who is charged with abducting Princess Nadia. What shall we do with him? Fire, perhaps? Hang him upside down for a few years? Or shall we employ the guillotine? Ow! This kingdom sucks. You, the jury, shall decide his fate. Now, let us begin. Chrono, you are hereby ordered to tell the truth. Chrono is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, did he kidnap Princess Nadia? The answer, no, he did not. In fact, no abduction took place. The two met completely by accident. In fact, the princess asked Chrono if she could join him. Is this true? Who actually started this whole mess? Are you sure? We have witnesses who'll say you were the one that bumped into the princess. Wait, what? Oh, I guess you're supposed to stand still and let her run into you. The princess then innocently followed you into Luca's little sideshow. Whereupon you both disappeared. If that wasn't criminal abduction, I don't know what is. Now I have facts that throw the defendant's character into question. Objection. This can't have any relevance whatsoever to this case. Care to respond, Chancellor? His character is at the very core of the case. We have nothing to hide. We have a witness, a little girl who will vouch for the character of the defendant. This nice man, he brought me my kitty. Thank you for being so kind. How about that? Doesn't this young man deserve a medal? Ooh, looks like they're buying it. The issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this fine citizen to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. What about ransom? Chrono, her fortune did tempt you, did it not? No. Nope, wasn't tempted at all. That's enough, I have no more questions. Now, if we had picked up the pendant before checking on Marl after we bumped into her, that would have been used against us here. Same with if we had tried to get her to sell her pendant to Melchior. And also if we had stolen the guy's lunch, it would have been used. Guilty. I like that it has the crowd booing and cheering based on how the jury votes. I think we get 2 votes for guilty here. Yep. So 5-2 were found not guilty. Order in the court. A verdict has been entered. Verdict is not guilty. Yay! But the fact remains that even if he did not kidnap her, he ran off with her. 3-day solitary confinement as punishment. Take him away. Now, just a darn minute. Princess. I like that she wasn't allowed to testify on our behalf, but the little girl with her kitty was. Wow. This thing is a deuce. Chrono! That's a pretty cool backdrop. And now we find out just how messed up this kingdom is. This terrorist has tried to overthrow our kingdom. He has been found guilty and he must now carry out his sentence. What? So this is the monster who kidnapped the princess. The execution is 3 days away. Do not let him out of your sight. Execution? Strange, but I don't seem to recall hearing anything about an execution. Wow. What the? So the Chancellor can just have anyone killed if he wants. That's a thing. Like, why would he want us killed so bad anyway? Oh well. What do we do? I don't know. Some sympathizers brought that stuff for you, you lousy felon. 1 ether! Yay! And MP restored. Now, if you got fewer than 5 votes, the reward you get there would be less, and if you got all 7 votes for not guilty, the reward, I think, is like 5 ethers or something. Anyway, we could try to break out. Pipe down. If you keep banging on the door, you can have the guards attack you, and then you can break out. But there is another option, and it's what we're going to go with, and that is to sit around doing nothing for a good long while. We're going to wait until our execution day comes. Now, the reason I'm doing this is, if we break out, we have to fight a number of battles on our own. But if we wait, Luca will come and save us. And finally, the day arrived. We're here to take you to your place of execution. Come along. I like that we can pick a fight with these guards before the day of our execution by basically tricking them into opening our door and fighting us. But once the day for our execution comes, we can't attack them, even though, you know, they just opened the door. Also, yes, we still have our weapons despite being in prison. I don't understand it. It's particularly weird because later in the game we'll get put in prison and we won't have our weapons. Oh no, we sharpened up the guillotine. Any last word? No, I've come to save you. Who the heck are you? Get out of my way. Take 5, you mode. So, what do you think of my Zonker 38? Pretty cool, huh? Let's blow this joint. He passed out. He passed out. A bronze male. mid-tonic. Yay, that's a better healing item. Help me, save him? Of course. I think it's funny that we do have the option to say no, even though there's no reason to. You're a lifesaver. I'm Fritz. My dad runs a store in the Truce Village. Stop by if you get in there. Okay, so that's the guys they were talking about. I said guys. Ooh, found a mid-tonic. Nice. But no, the one shopkeeper mentioned Fritz going down to the dock and then being missing. Then we went over to the dock. We found someone saying they really wish Fritz would return. What are you up to? Okay. Ooh. So Krona doesn't quite one-shot these guys. But with that 10 experience getting us a level, maybe we will now. Now I think we're supposed to go up there, not left. Or not down, but... because we didn't break out, there are some treasure chests that I think we'll miss out on, so I'm just backtracking a little. Didn't Kano deal 57 damage to these guys before leveling up? Yeah, oh, weird. It seems like him leveling up didn't increase how much damage he deals. I wonder if I'm wrong about that. Hmm. Alright. Now those are enemies, so if we want to get past them, we will have to fight them. Can we not check the body or anything? Okay. Why was there a switch to this room if we can't do anything in it? Weird. Okay, so we can't go in through this door. I'm surprised that we couldn't do anything in that first room. Or first cell, rather. Now these guys are interesting because, as you'll see, we don't deal much damage to them because they have shield. Now, I don't understand how that stops us from having Luca deal good damage when she's standing behind them, but... the reason it's interesting is, as you can see, wait, it changed her default target? That's annoying. After a while, the enemies will move their shield out of the way, and then we deal big damage to them. I don't know if it's an amount of time, or if it's based on how many times you hit them, for them to move their shield. Looks like it's just time-based. Got a bit of XP. Hey, cool, Luca leveled up. Oh wait, the door was already open. Heal up. Wait, we can't go in here? Okay. I think we have to, like, go outside and climb the wall to get into there, maybe? I don't remember this part of the game too well. Really gotta wonder how big this dungeon, would you call it a dungeon? Is? Okay, one shot. Just how big is this place? Mid-tonic, ether. So we don't need to ethers as items, but they will be useful to sell because they're worth a bunch of money. So you're the escape con. Sure, whatever. 218 HP. Got some decent damage. Wow, did we really just kill this guy without taking a point of damage? Okay. What is going on? Like, I get we're still early in the game, but I feel like you shouldn't be able to just mash A through every battle without thought or consequence. Like, surely I should at least have to heal a little. Howdy, howdy, how are you? Hopefully I remember which direction I came from. I think it was this way. Yeah. Ah! Have to fight this guy again? Yeah. Howdy. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you're doing okay. I'm still waiting to see when this challenge run starts getting more difficult. I know Chrono Trigger isn't a super hard game, but I don't imagine it's going to be easy if we only use regular attacks the whole way through. Ah! I took a few days off because I finished the challenge run and then I got a little sick. And by sick, I mean I just had a killer migraine for like 3 days in a row. Other than that, stream's been going well. I keep debating what games I should play because most of the games I play are games that I wouldn't be able to stream because of technical issues. Computer not being good enough for them. Okay, so we can go through this door. Ah, Skelly Man. Okay. Yeah, I figured since I did a no magic run of Chrono Cross, I should try it in Chrono Trigger as well. I mean, I don't think there's a reason to attack these guys before they lower their guard. Oh, no! Swung at the wrong one. Anyway, how are you doing? Oh, this game, Chrono Trigger, is a classic game from, what, like 1997 or something? So it's a Super Nintendo game. It's a classic, it's pretty widely considered one of the best RPGs of the time. Maybe even one of the best games of the time. Technically it's not a free game, but I mean, it's a Super Nintendo game. You can download a ROM and emulate it very easily. So, I wouldn't call it free, but you can play it for free very easily if you want. Not gonna lie, that's what I'm doing now. I actually own this game for the Super Nintendo, but trying to hook it up to a computer to record so I can stream, no thanks. Yeah, I definitely recommend you give it a shot. One thing I will say is the early parts of the game are very easy, so don't be misled. Also, the combat system is going to be more interesting than I'm going to make it look. Because obviously, by the rules of this challenge run, I'm not going to be using a lot of stuff. But yeah, as an example, right now I have Cyclone and Slash on Chrono, Flame Toss and Hypno Wave on Lucca. But, wait, why can't I? I can't show you for some reason, but the 2 and 3 there is for your dual and triple text. Right now, if I use, I think it's Cyclone. It's either Cyclone or Slash I could combine with Flame Toss, and it would be a stronger technique. Basically, your characters can use their special moves or magic on their own, or they can combine their techniques together and get an even stronger attack. One of the reasons I'm doing this run, though, is I honestly think dual and triple techs in this game are, for the most part, useless. And people didn't believe me when I said that, and somebody said, well, you know, they're so useless, you should play the game without them. And I said, okay. And then, just as a gimmick, I decided to take it to an extreme and say no techniques at all. Wait, is there going to be a save point? Please tell me. Cool, there is, thank God. He passed out. Received a mid-tonic. Yay! Amazing, you found 5 of them. I don't remember how much HP the mid-tonic seal. I'll have to check that out. You're the prison supervisor. Dragon Tank Owner's Manual. The tank head repairs body damage. Contains a shield that prevents damage by lightning and fire. Unless the head can be defeated, the tank is unbeatable. That, of course, is a hint for our next boss battle, which is about to start. Oh, thanks for the offer, but probably not going to be looking to get any art done for a little while at least. Right now I'm just streaming casually. I don't know how far I'm gonna take it. What was that? I love how they do the side view for this part of the game. And now we fight the tank. This is a pretty cool boss battle. Forward, Dragon Tank, crush those rebels. So as we read in the manual, you want to focus the head first. Head repairs damage. It repairs quite a bit, too. Unfortunately, we can't see the HP of this enemy, even though we have the sight scope equipped. So head repairs again. Ooh, nice crit. Yeah, I'll respond once the fight ends. I kind of gotta focus on the battle for now. Yowza. Ah. Okay, we heal up. Ooh, sweet. Head dead. Energy stored in the wheel. Now, I don't know if it matters whether we go after the body or the wheels next. I think we should go for the wheels, though, based on how little damage we did to the body. And again, didn't deal much more damage to the wheels, so maybe it doesn't matter. Alright, we definitely need to heal Luca. Sweet. Now it's just the body left. I think the fight should be easy from here. Yeah, we definitely need to heal. We gotta have Luca do the healing though, since Chrono's our main. Oh, does that boss counterattack every physical attack? It does seem that way. That or it's just getting a lot of turns and acting really fast. Ooh, we win! Yay! Then there's a bit of a chase sequence after this. That looks pretty cool. They got the Dragon Tank. Fix it, quickly. Ah! Don't fool yourselves into thinking you've gotten away with this. Okay. Oh, crap. A shelter. Anything here? Doesn't look like it. Oh no! We have no choice but to break through. Okay. Yeah. Ah! Morgard! Stop! Princess Nadia! Oh, okay. So a little bit more to the chase scene. Show my friend respect. But can't you take orders? Why doesn't she point out that I was supposed to be freed already? I was only supposed to be in jail for 3 days. Do as King Guardia said. Ah, father. Silence. Princess Nadia. The throne comes before your personal wishes. What? I didn't pick up anything. It's cold common sense. Princess Nadia. I despise you. Like, I don't understand. The king knows we weren't sentenced to death. Why is he so insistent on it? Don't just stand there. After them. Okay. And we're almost to a spot, I think, Dave. There they are. Don't lose them. There's no escape. Silence. Ah, run, run, run. What do we do? What do we do? Looks like a dead end. The gate. Now, this gate wasn't here before, so it's like, wait, why is there suddenly a portal that we can go through? But we don't know where it'll take us. Who cares? This place stinks anyway. So yeah, a portal just randomly showing up is super suspicious. This is completely irrational. Hurry, Chrono! I don't know why Luke is saying it's irrational. We're being chased. If we don't take the portal, we're going to be put in jail and or killed. So, kind of the obvious choice. They disappeared. Okay. Anyway, back to chat. Just catching up on it. Uh, yeah, I don't feel like adding anyone on Discord right now. Sorry, but adding total strangers on Discord just feels a little weird to me. There's no way the Chancellor can reach us here. But where are we? The civilization here seems so advanced, like we're in another world. Strange crest is engraved here. It's sealed by some kind of power. Now what? Uh-oh. Is it like Pramdome or Prandome? Didn't quite catch. Got any cash? Yes. You call this money? Oh, well, I have some good stuff. I like that he doesn't believe what we have is money, but he's still going to sell us stuff. Uh, let's see. So, a new weapon for Luca, new armor for everyone. That's a little expensive, but okay. Oh, mid-tonic skill for 200. So, mid-tonic skill for 4 times as much as regular tonics, but cost a lot more. It's fine though, I can sell my ethers, which I have quite a few of actually. Yeah, I think we're fine on that for now. Save money, it'll do you good. That's my motto. We'll find some food at Airstone up to the northeast, but only if you get past lab whatever number. Well, you said the beasts don't like weapons? The beasts there, oh, the beasts there don't react to weapons like guns and swords. Uh-oh. True Stone? Never heard of it. This is Prandome. If you're looking for food, you loot. Kingdom? What are you talking about? This is an Enertron. You get a full night's sleep in a few seconds, but it still leaves you hungry. And another door we can't open. Sure, we'll rest in the inner trunk. We're healed, but we are still hungry. Okay. So let's save. It's weird that we can't ask those people any questions. The game just directs us to go up here. Like, there's so much dialogue in the other two timelines we've been to, or the time periods. And then here there's just none, even though this is the period we would have we would expect to have the strongest reactions to. Okay. Didn't realize we'd get in a fight here, but sure. Octopod. Oh. One of the enemies is a healer. Good to know. We should probably kill it first, but this guy's almost dead, so let's get rid of him real fast. No! I was hoping we could kill it before the healing went off, but no dice. Oh well. The good thing about killing this guy first instead of the healer doesn't seem to deal any damage, at least. Wait, the enemy is called Meat Eater? Interesting. Alright, bit of XP. Was that another Aether? Oh, Marl's almost to the next level. Wait, I bought all that equipment and forgot to actually equip any of it. That's a big power boost. Didn't put on that helmet. Oh, no way. I put the helmet on, but not the chest armor. I really don't want to fight anything here. Oh no, the rat stole a tonic. I only have 57 more of them, I think. Oh, there was a chest there I missed. Oh well. Well, I'm not even going to try to avoid these rats. Let them steal the tonic. They're 10 gold. I just don't care. Alrighty. Wonder how much damage Luca deals now that we gave her a new weapon. She's just slow though. Alright, enemy heal. Oh! Okay, yeah. Let's focus the healers first then. Oh wait, that wasn't enough to kill either healer? Oh, they have 75 HP. I thought Chrono would one-shot the things, but I was wrong. Wait, really? Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna wait until Chrono and someone else can attack at the same time. Oh, and of course I do that. The enemy doesn't heal, and then I crit. That was so wasteful. Whatever. Now does it heal? No. I'm so confused. Whatever. Alright. We kill one. There's one guy left. And yeah, that person who was trying to sell me art left as soon as I said no, of course. To me, that just seems like a con. Like, who goes into people's streams and then tries to sell them stuff while they are midstream. That's so... Oh no, we lost another comic. Looks like there's some sort of slime things there. Let's see if we can avoid them. And then there's a big thing over here on the right. God, an ether. We can sell that ether for, I think, 400 gold. And then buy tonics for 10 gold each. So that one ether we found could be converted into 40 tonics. That's why I don't care about the redstone. Oh, this must be what they were talking about when they said enemies don't react to weapons. So we can't hurt these guys. What are... No, that's not the right key. You can run away in this game, but what do I have to press? One second, I need to check my configuration so I know what my key bindings are. So yeah, it should be Q and W. There we are. Sorry, I'm using a keyboard, not a controller, so I just had to look up what keys were bound to which buttons on the controller. But yeah, we found our first enemies that we can't actually beat in this run, and getting past them is as simple as holding 2 buttons down and running away. Wow. That's a freakish looking thing. Okay, I guess we have to fight one. You know, the name Mutant is pretty suitable for its appearance. It seems pretty durable, but so far it doesn't seem like much of a problem. Wait, is Chrono going to get another attack in before my other 2 characters do? Ooh, not quite. So yeah, he double rounds Luca, but not Morrow. So dumb. Let's heal real quick. $17 XP for Crown at a level. Cool, cool. Okay. Maybe we didn't need to use those tonics. I think that we might be able to heal here. Maybe not though. Who are you? Aw. You there. Where are you from? You come from the laboratories to the west. What? Hey, we got people across the ruins. Say again? So, why didn't we ask anyone at the other town/dome any questions about where we are or what's going on? So weird. So there are people who can beat up those freaking mutants. Daddy's gonna bring us some food. My husband went down to the food store there. I haven't seen him since. There's an old factory site called Protodome to the east. Can't get near it because there's a bunch of lunatic robots in the area. Pardon me, I'm Doan, the descendant of the director of this info center. In the basement, there's a huge computer and a storage center for food. But we can't get through because of the robot guards. It's a pity. Did you really come from the dome to the west? I see. Not that I really care. A time portal? What in the... Well, guess you can get our... Oh, what? A time portal? What in the... Well, guess we can get our own information using our computer? What? That's just weird. We can reach the continent to the south through the sewer access, but stay off of Death Peak. Why does Death Peak have a quotation mark before it, but not after it? That's such a weird translation there. Okay. Oh. Yeah, see, here's how it should be. There's an old man living in a dome near Death Peak. Talk about crackpots. The door with the crest, dynamite won't budge you. Yeah, we can rest in the ender truck. But you're still hungry. Do you have anything for it? You sure this is money? Oh well, I have to light my inventory anyway. Again, people who don't believe what we have is money are buying it anyway. So weird. We don't have a lot of money, but we do have a number of ethers to sell. We don't need to do it right now though, so let's just go ahead and see if we can solve the food problem for these people. Are you going down below? Of course. But no one's ever returned from there. Gotta try, right? It's nice to see the spirited young people for a thing. Careful now, and come back alive. I'm not sure what happens if you don't come down here. I think the game forces you to, but... This console controls the passageway. We need a password to get by. Can't go this way. Alright, so that looks like the direction we want to go. Is there anything up here, though? Looks like a statue. A memo is attached to it. Warning, anyone within the vicinity of the stockroom will be attacked. Oh, maybe the bottom right wasn't the direction we needed to go. The beam the beam, as a metal beam, seemed to be going off like you could go to the right, but maybe not. Boss battle! Executing program. Colonel, what's going on? Marl, let's go! So, giant robot and 2 small robots. Let's go ahead and try killing the small one. First. Alrighty. So they don't have too much health from the looks of it. I have no idea how much health the main body has. And I'm guessing these little guys can respawn. Ooh, that's some pretty good damage. Alright. So the small pieces are dead. Now let's go for the main body. Wait, was that 72 damage from Luca? I know it was a crit, but still, dang. The boss said 5. I'm guessing there's a countdown then? Four, yeah. You know, I'm actually worried about how much damage I'm going to take when this countdown ends. I wonder if I should heal Luca. I wanted to heal Luca with Marl, but I don't know if we're fast enough. Because I accidentally tried to do it with Chrono instead. Oh, looks like we did. Okay. Revive the bit. Wouldn't that be bit plural? Wait, what? Like, all it did was revive them? Nothing else? You've got to be kidding me. Is this really all there is to the fight? Like, okay. I am genuinely surprised this is all there is to the fight. Like, really? Like, is it gonna sit here, count down 5 to 0, then revive the bits again and do nothing the whole... oh? If so, this is one of the most boring boss fights I could imagine. Okay. Well, breakdown. That... I didn't even need to use the tonic. It's literally just mash A when, like... I mean, I guess I did buy good equipment, so there's that. But yeah, it's like... I mean, I didn't grind any levels. I mean, I guess I fought a couple optional battles, but I also skipped plenty. So it's not like I'm over-leveled or anything. It's just... It really is that easy a boss. And boring. There was nothing to the fight other than I killed the 2-bit. Everything's completely rotten. The refrigeration must have failed. Aw. Oh, look. Passed away long ago, I suppose. He's holding something. What do you suppose this is? Looks like some kind of seed. A seed? Do you suppose it could grow in a place like this? The following is written on a soiled sheet of paper. The rat is more than just a statue. It knows the secret of this stone. Catch it. Not one minute, sir. Okay, well, that was... There it is. It might run away. Dash with the B button. Catch him with the A. Got it. Squeak, I give up. I'll tell you everything. Squeak. Press and hold the L and R buttons, then press the A button to access the secret passage. Squeak, don't make any mistakes or you'll be sorry. Okay, so you can't go to the right there. Interesting. I don't like that the beams clearly go off the side of the screen, yet you can't follow them. That's such a weird design choice. Why not just have the beams end like this one does? Yeah, well. No, I'm not even going to bother saving. Sure. Let's go up the stairs. There seem to be a lot of enemies down there. Oh, well, I guess we still have to go down there. No! I was trying to get to the chest. Oh wait, you can't reach the chest from here, can you? Oh. I genuinely have to wonder if the game would be any easier if I was using text and magic right now. Well, I guess technically I haven't unlocked any magic spells, but... It's like, really? Yeah, I can't reach it from here, so I'll have to see about getting that chest on my way out. I see 2 stairways. Which way do I want to go? Let's try the other one first. Uh, sure. Oh, okay. I didn't expect to be able to get up here so easily, but sure. So this is the info center. Good, the computer is still operational. If we run a search on time warps, we might find our gate. Okay, why does she know anything about computers? Like, I know she's an inventor, but does the game do anything to suggest she would have heard of a computer before? I don't know. Maybe? Here, got it. So, Air Dome. So what does she mean, where is our time gate? What? That would be Protodome, I believe. But leave it to Luca. I'm beginning to think you can find anything with this device. Okay, this is so dumb right now. There was nothing to suggest there would be another time gate. We know where our time gate is. We went through it. It's back at the first dome we were in. We aren't going back through there because there were the guards from the Capitol. Now Luca just randomly, without there being any discussion prior, says, or acts like we know there's another time gate, wonders where it is, and looks it up. What? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why wasn't there some sort of dialogue or something being like, oh, we can't go back the way we came, maybe there's another time gate somewhere? Like, and even without that dialogue, why would there be another time gate somewhere? Why is this? This genuinely confuses me. My head hurts. Marl, say, what does this button do? Wait, is that really all it is? Marl just, hey, here's a random button. Let's see what it does. Really? 1999 AD, visual record of the day of Lavos? I'm sorry, this is some of the worst writing I've ever seen in terms of how they're setting up the game's plot. This is so stupid. Sorry, this is a cool thing though. I'll shut up. What is that? Lavos? Is that what's destroying our world? You must truly be in the future. No. No way! I refuse to believe it. This can't be the way the world ends. Okay, can we just take a moment to acknowledge the fact that nobody seemed to care about the state this world was in? Like, they're freaking out over Lavos destroying the world 300 years before the time we're in. But when we got to the world and saw how bad it was and how everyone was suffering, nobody reacted at all. Nobody cared. So seeing the world after the apocalypse, nobody bats an eye. Seeing how the world got to the apocalyptic state 300 years before our current time, everyone's freaking out. Like, really? There's only one thing we can do. We must change history, just like Chrono did when he saved me. Technically changing the future, but yeah. Okay, Luca? Okay, Chrono? Like, sure, the world ends in the year 1999. We're from the year 1000. We have, 1,000 years before we have to have found a way to change the future. So, okay, I guess so. It was a stroke of luck that we were sent here through that gate. I mean, obviously it wasn't luck that we're being railroaded through by some greater entity. Bruno, let's go. No. Come on, show Mario what you're made of. So I don't get an option. Bruno, Luca, together we can do this. Let's take a second and do some more research on Lavos' activities back in our own time period. What are you talking about? What? Like, that doesn't make sense! Like, I get what they're saying, but Lavos erupted from the ground in the year 1999 AD and destroyed the world. We saw that on the computer. We are from the year 1000 AD. We have a computer. We're not going to look on the computer for information. Instead, let's take a second and do some more research on Lavos' activities back in our time period. Our time period is 1,000 years before Lavos showed up and destroyed the world. Why would we think we could do any research in our time period on Lavos? Like, yeah, technically it's right, but there's no way Luca can know that or suspect it. What? Next up, Protodome, where we can find the time gate that we just randomly knew would be somewhere, because the thing about this makes sense. Okay. So, quick rundown timeline. We, travel back into the past, save the princess, come back to the future, or the present, get arrested, break out of jail, run away from the castle guards, find a time gate that just showed up suddenly, seemingly at random, hop into it, come to the future where the world is a post-apocalyptic hellscape. Walk into a dome where we find a bunch of people and don't ask them a single question or show the slightest concern about the state of the world we're in, even though it's clearly some sort of post-apocalyptic hellscape. We then come to another dome, meet the people in it, see that they're hungry but in no real danger, decide to go down and help them with their food problem. Cool, we're good guys. Then we find a computer that says 300 years before the world we're currently in, and 1,000 years after the time we came from, a giant monster comes up from the ground and destroys the world. Wait, I'm sorry, I missed this step. We only came this way, or the whole reason we came to this room where we find out that information was to find the location of a time gate that we somehow knew would exist somewhere, even though there was nothing to suggest that at any point in the game, and nobody in our party ever said a word about it. So the party was never told, and we as a player were never told by the party that they suspected. So how they knew or how we were supposed to know, I don't know. Then we come down here, we find the information we need. Cool, somehow we knew there was a time gate, we find the coordinates to, we can go hop on it. But real quick, Mario hits some random buttons, shows us a message about Lavos that 300 years before current time, 1,000 years from our home time, a giant monster will come destroy the world. We decide that we're going to save the world because it's our responsibility, which, hey, cool, we have 1,000 years of time to do it. Luca's reaction though is not, hey, let's use this computer to look up more information about Lavos. It's, let's go back to the past 1,000 years before we know Lavos even showed up, as far as we know, and research its activities. I can't. They can't even. This is genuinely the worst plot. Not the worst plot hook. The idea is sound. I like what they're going for, setting up our journey to save the world. But just in terms of setting a plot hook, like, getting the party interested, this is some of the worst writing I've ever seen. The concept was good, but the execution is god awful. I am trying not to be negative, toxic, or whatever, but I am genuinely crashing out. I can't even put into words how stupid this is, and I'm sorry, but hey, yeah, let's go back to the past 1,000 years before Lavos destroys the world to do some research on his activities because, we somehow know that Lavos was doing stuff what? Won't use the computer that has all sorts of information. Like, the game didn't even be like, oh, well, we tried looking on the computer, but there was nothing more we could learn or anything like that. I'm so just. How do we get to that little computer terminal? Yeah, that sets up the whole plot for the rest of the game. Is now we have to go figure out what Lavos is and how to stop it. Because Marl hit some random frickin' buttons on a computer. A computer we only went to find information we had no reason to believe existed. Or more precisely, to find information about a time gate we had no reason to believe existed. Yeah. Mind you, the time gate does exist. What? That's actually kind of cute. The time gate does exist, but why would it? And why would we know it does? Hey, that's just. Hey, we can actually fight rats. They're not going to just steal from us. Cool. Oh, and the robot will actually kill the rats for us. That's fun. Oh, it attacks anything that moves. Interesting. By the way, this is all after one of the worst boss fights I've ever had, in the sense of it was completely boring and pointless. Like, that robot boss we fought was literally just attack the two small things, then attack the main body while it stands there doing nothing. When the small things get revived, repeat the process. God. I do want to emphasize, I think this game does a lot of things really well. The music is great, the sprite work is great, some of the atmosphere and just general aesthetics can be awesome, top notch, whatever. But this is genuinely one of the worst set plot hooks for a game I've ever seen. Like, I honestly thought there was more to this. Just so I have something to do while I'm talking. If you had asked me before I started playing today, I would have told you that we did not go to the computer looking for the time gate. I genuinely did not think that was the thing. I thought we get stranded in the future and we're like, oh no, what do we do? Well, I don't know. Let's explore and find out. Like, look for an answer. Not, oh, what do we do now that we're stranded in the future? Hey, Luca just magically knows there's a time gate somewhere, so let's go look on this computer to find out where it's at. Because the computer just has that information, because that's just a thing. I am. Okay. Anyway, we pick up that item. It's a mid-ether. I think that'll actually sell for a decent amount of money. Regular ethers sell for 400. Ooh. Uh-oh. Lucas should be able to finish it off. Yeah, I'm not even bothering to heal. It's that non-threatening. Oh no! There are plenty of things about this game I genuinely like. Like, I remember enjoying the game, thinking it was a good game and all. But so far, this run has made me wonder why this is hyped as one of the best games ever. It just, ah, I can't see it. Sorry. I know a lot of people would hate me for it, but I do want to say the Yakra boss was kind of interesting in the, it counterattacked if you hit it while it was too far away. Those robots counterattacking things that move, or counterattacking you, or shooting the rats if they move. That's really cool. The Dragon Tank boss, I liked, thought that was really cool. Just in general, that wasn't a one part of the boss fight. Just really liked the boss fight in general. But then this boss sucked. To be honest, everything since Coming to the Future has sucked. This is our future. Who cares? Where's the food? This is all we could get. See? Know how long the Enertron will hold out. Those seeds might be our only hope. We have to stay alive, and so do we. Just to be clear, prior to this, we have already committed to going back to our time, where there's tons of vegetation, seeds, and food. So if we're already committed to going back to our time, why aren't we also committed to getting supplies from there and bringing them to these people to help them? Like, would it be hard to just be like, hey, let's go, to the shop and buy, like, I don't know, 50 meals or whatever we can carry in our backpacks and bring them back here? Like, this would make sense if we didn't know there was a time gate and we didn't know that we would be capable of going back to the past yet. In that case, we would be giving these people seeds because it would be literally the only thing we can do for them, as far as we know. Then when we travel back into the present, we could be like, hey, we weren't able to do much to help them before, but now... But, no. You're strange. You're different from us. I think it's because we're healthy. Healthy? Got a nice ring to it. We'll try growing the seeds. What are those? They just might be our future. Heading for Protodome? Go by way of Laboratory 32 and take this with you. Ah, so we needed to get this key before we could progress through the next area. It's a key to the jet bike in Lab 32. I used to ride it when I was young. Hope it still works. They've got more powerful robots over there. Take care and stay healthy. Like, in terms of the aesthetic, especially with the music and everything, this is a really tragic area in the game, and the game does a really good job of setting up their desperation. And I really want to like it for it. My problem is it just doesn't make any sense. By the way, it's not like we're even trying to hide the fact we're time travelers from these people. We already talked to them about it. Like, we told these guys we came from a different time period. So we've already told them we're time travelers. And we have already said that we know there's a time gate. God knows how we know, but we know there's a time gate. We know where it's at. So, why don't we... Also, I want to point out, Luca and Marl were very gung-ho about saving the world. Marl was like, this can't be how the world ends. Freaking out about that. At no point did they show concern for the people. Like, We didn't care. Like, we came to this world, everyone's like, oh my god, we're all starving. Everything's bleak, it's miserable. It's like, yeah, we're time travelers, we're planning on traveling through time, but screw you guys, we don't care. Suddenly, there's a giant monster, and we're like, oh my god, that's the worst thing ever, we have to stop it. I know people say, oh, you're thinking too hard or whatever, but I genuinely might crash out over this game. Can we go in here? Oh, okay, guess we can. Oh, so the sewers, we were told we could go to that continent down there, and there's like Death Peak. But right now, I don't think there's any reason to go over there. Oh no, robots! Hold it right there. Hey, it's the man. Like, thanks for the intro, babe. The man. You lowlifes can call me Johnny. Now listen up. Part of an old highway leads through these rooms. Think you can beat me in a bike race? Use that jet bike and don't chicken out, baby. You know how to ride? Sure, let's say we did. There's a way to change the camera, isn't there? Try to hit different buttons to see, but none of the keys seem to change the camera. Probably missing something obvious, but whatever. By the way, there's no real reason why you should care about winning this, other than if you lose, you have to walk through like 3 or 4 screens and maybe fight some enemies. I think the score you get can potentially earn you a couple small prizes. You beat me. I don't get it. You can challenge me anytime. We'll ride the wind, baby. Okay. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that minigame solely because you don't have to stay in front of them. Let's see, there's a factory. This is the dome we were told to go to. Oh no, enemies. And we will be going back to that factory soon. The reason I didn't go to it first is I want to see what happens if we go where the game directs you to go. A lot of times games will like tell you need to go somewhere, but there's like a side track. Or like you have to go to not a side quest, like to another area before you can unlock something or whatever. And sometimes you can skip that secondary part, and sometimes you have to go to the first spot. I can't talk at all. Basically what I'm saying is I don't know if we have to go here, find out we can't progress, then go to the factory, or if we could have just gone straight to the factory. Okay. Oh, but anyway, what I was thinking about Johnny, the reason I don't really like that minigame is, in theory, we are racing, so we want to, get ahead of them and, get a really big lead. But the way the minigame works, you can't actually get a real lead or a real, fall behind by too much. Because you can never be more than a short distance apart from one another. So staying in front of them can help you earn more points, but otherwise you'll just always be right next to him up until the end. So you don't have to worry about actually racing him. Just sit, chill, wait till you're almost to the end, hit the boost button, and you automatically win. So it's a pretty boring minigame to me, but I think there are some prizes if you do it well. Oh, cool. Enertron. Neil. Yeah, if there are some prizes for doing well, that would be something, I guess. What's this? It's in bad shape, but appears to be a humanoid robot. Incredible. I think I can do it. What? It might attack us. I'll make sure it won't. Machines aren't capable of evil. Humans make them that way. Okay, even if we buy that and perfectly fine say, how do you know that you can keep him from doing something some other human program could do? Luca, you pity them, don't you? What do you mean she pities robots? As far as we know, there's no robot in the world other than robots that Luca's built. I mean, I guess we've technically fought some robots on our way here, so maybe Luca pities those, but if so, she's never said anything to that effect. I am so confused. I swear, like, it's like ever since we came to the future, we're just playing an entirely different game that's not in any way connected to what came before. I'm gonna give it some juice. Speaking of which, I know the part, and I'm trying not to fixate because I know I will crash out if I do. But remember how when we went into the past, changed the future, Marl disappeared and she said it was awful, and she's like, oh my god, is that what it's like to die? Supposing we assume that's what would happen for all time travel, because up to this point, why would we think otherwise? We would assume that time travel works consistently throughout. Then we're all gung-ho about changing the future, which would cause a bunch of people who are currently alive to disappear to the same void that Marl did and suffer the same fate. She said it was horrible. And she remembered it. Like, she was actively experiencing it while she was gone. So, like, is the game not going to address that either? Whatever. Good morning, mistress. What is your command? I'm not your mistress. I'm Marl. And this is Chrono. And Luca here fixed you. Understood. Madam Luca fixed. Just Luca will do. Impossible. That would be rude. Okay. Oh. No, that won't do at all. Come on, Chrono, let's give him a better name. Robo. That's perfect. Your new name is Robo, okay? I am Robo. Data storage complete. Hey, Robo, why aren't there any people here? What has happened here? There were many humans and others of my kind in this dome. I think something awful happened here. Yeah, you know, just a thought. But maybe when we were back at the information center that magically had the exact coordinates of the time gate that it somehow knew existed, and we somehow knew existed, maybe we should have typed on that information center computer console, what is going on in this world? Let's learn information. Let's research or ask questions. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to research anything with the giant computer that is literally named an information center. Instead, we plan to travel back 1,300 years into the past to research the activities of Lavos, a creature that, as far as we know, only showed up 1,000 years after our home time. This makes no sense. We came through a time warp from 1,000 years ago. While exploring Aeris Zone, we learned there was a gate here. I mean, that is technically what happened. We found you when we came looking for the gate. But the door to the inner chamber is locked, so we're out of luck. I just want to point out, we didn't just find out there was a time gate here. We explicitly looked up the location of a time gate that we somehow knew existed, even though the game has offered no explanation for how we could have. The power is off. If we go to the factory up north, I can pass through security and activate the domes. You repaired me. Now it's my turn to help you. But the generator won't run for long, so someone must stay behind to open the door when the power is on. The Marl or I will stay. Let's have Marl stay since Luca has the stronger weapon right now. Okay. I like that the reason why one of our party members, one of our party members has to stay actually makes sense. In a lot of games, the reason is arbitrary, and quite frankly, later in this game, the reason will be arbitrary. But in that particular case, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so we don't need to heal, so I won't use the Enertron. Yeah, it's good I didn't bother going into the factory first. Override security system. Oh no, I think that's what an enemy type that we can't hurt with regular attack. Oh, nope, never mind. It looked like the ones we couldn't, but I guess it was not one of them. We didn't deal much damage to it though, so. I don't know if it matters what order we do these in. Let's try going down the right side first. Okay. I don't know what we need to do in this dungeon, so I'm probably going to go the wrong way a number of times. Got an ether. I bet at some point we're going to just wind up back on this. You know what? I'm almost certain we'll land on this conveyor belt at some point, so let's just... I'm not going to bother to keep running to the left, because I assume I'll just wind up at that spot later anyway. And if not, oh well. Oh, yay! The enemy did 14 damage. I am so intimidated. I shouldn't talk too much trash. I'd probably get my butt kicked soon. I think we have gotten past kind of the introductory part of the game, so I think battles will start getting harder. Okay, so that's one fight. Oh god, don't tell me we're gonna have to fight multiple fights in a row. We will. Fun, fun. Ooh, that enemy hit a lot harder than the other one had. Yowzas, Luca's taking some meaningful damage now. I might actually want to heal her. Potentially even before the battle ends. Because there might be another battle after this. Yeah, the enemy in the middle there doesn't deal much damage, but he does seem to have a lot of HP. Okay, so we will heal Luca. I'll have Luca do it, since she doesn't deal much damage anyway. Cool. Alright. Oh no! More text that we can never use. Okay. Yeah, we definitely kill the little guys first. Alright, so Luca and Clona together do not one-round these things, so I want Chrono and Robo to hit them. Luca can hit a different target than the two. Well, unless we get a crit, in which case that changes our damage calculations quite a bit. Oh my god. No, I did not mean to hit that guy. Oh well. Oh my god, that thing survived with like 2 HP, didn't it? I think it did. I'm gonna have Chrono and Robo hit the one on the right, and then Luca will... Or, I'm sorry, the one on the left, and then Luca will finish off the 2 HP one. Okay. Oh, okay, this enemy finally did real damage. Alright. So we actually did have to heal, but not a big deal. We'll use Tonic to heal up. Wait, how much do we need to level up? Luca is almost to the next level, but the other two are quite a ways. Can we split past them? Yeah. No. I wasn't sure we'd be able to. Was that something next to the door? Oh, no. Those kind of look like switches to me, but I guess not. So we have 2 doorways and a ladder down plus the chest. So let's check this doorway first. Train control code XA and BB. Oh my god, they move fast. 400 gold. Fine, yeah, I guess we fight them. I like the old path Chrono took to get to that enemy. He ran in a big, like, crescent shape. Okay. So Luca, I believe, will level from this battle. Which would crit on the first attack, would have saved me a couple of rounds, I think. Alright. Crit to finish. Nice. Hey, Luca leveled up, and let's heal. So yeah, we learned 2 frame codes from that. XY and BB. Not sure what that'll be used for yet, but we will see. Shelter and Ether. Okay. I believe that was BB. Okay, that is very slow. Wow, that is so slow. Really? That... Okay. Wait. Did I mess up? Oh. I thought I just selected the right one. I'm confused. That's the menu button, so that's X. So why is that not working? Alright, maybe I misread what it said the password code was, or I'm messing up in some other way. Oh, XA, not XY. I'm a dum-dum. I don't know why I thought that said Y. Oh. No, I didn't mean to fight you guys. Whatever. Combat. On the one hand, I feel weird saying combat is boring when I'm, actively preventing myself from using the more interesting parts of combat. But on the other hand, the fact I could do more interesting things without making the battles easier doesn't make me feel like I'd enjoy combat more. Like, yeah, I could burn my MP using techniques that aren't going to do anything. Like, oh yay, I deal slightly more damage, but who cares? Just mash A and then heal outside of combat. Oh. I shouldn't complain too much. The only reason I got that fight... Okay, now I'm genuinely salty. But no, the only reason I have to fight these guys is I somehow read that XA as saying XY. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what value text or magic would have for me at this point. Because it's not like just using regular text has even been slow. Most enemies die in like 2 hits anyways. The most I think any take is like 4. So, I don't know. Oh my god, they respawned already? Come on. 194 for Robo to level. Can I split past these guys this time? Thank God. Ooh, Bolt Sword. So plus 3 damage, and with it saying Bolt, I'm expecting it'll be Thunder Elemental and dealing more damage against these robots, right? Last defense lock, code named Zaby. Translation Z. XABY. Okay. XABY. Good to know. Good to know. So use the cranes to put 2 barrels onto the conveyor belt, but I'm not sure what that actually accomplished. Wait, so... Okay. Mid-ether. Oh, wait, that's a bow, so that would be from Marl. Oh, I think moving those barrels just cleared the pathway to death, okay. I think there was one more chest on this floor that I know of that I didn't grab. Alright. So we are going to run outside and save real quick. Should have trained Chrono's target there to hit the one that Luca had already hit. Alright. We had already done that. Oh, so even though we had already done it, we'll still trigger the ambush? Well, thing died so easily, we might as well finish it off real quick. It's funny. It's actually faster to kill enemies than run away a lot of times, or at least it seems that way. Alright, let's hop back in. Wait, we might have to fight the enemies up here again. Yeah, they did respawn. Oh well. Ooh, full crit, full crit. Now, I'm not sure if that bolt sword is actually dealing bonus damage or not. It doesn't seem to be. I mean, it's dealing more damage just from having a higher base stat, but I don't know if there's any actual elemental damage, or that if there is, we're actually benefiting from it. It'd be kind of lame if they gave you a bolt sword in a dungeon filled with robots, when robots are, you know, classically weak to electricity. And then that bolt sword didn't, like, have any bonus. It was just like, oh yeah, it's 3 points stronger than the other sword you had. Also, yeah, that's funny. I went outside to save, came here, and there was immediately another save point. Oh well. Oh! I'm gonna fight these guys just to get them out of the way because they're annoying me. Okay, so the green ones do look like they might be a little bit weaker. They have 8 HP instead of 9. Ooh, but they do seem to take less damage than the red one did. Oh, never mind. Must just be variance, because the first time we hit when we were hitting the red one, it was 6 damage with Chrono, I think. But then we did 3 and 8 damage against the green ones with Chrono, so I don't know how that math works out. Oh, maybe you do have to. Wait, am I blind? Oh, hatch, bottom right corner. Okay. We had to fight 2 of these plus a red one. Now we only fight 1. Is this gonna poison us? Doesn't look like it did. Yeah, Luca did 3 damage to that instead of 1. Variance is interesting. Oh, this is probably why we only fought 1. There's probably gonna be like a sequence of battles. Oh, 1 shot. Nice. Nice. Uh-oh, more. Yeah, see, only 1 damage at a time. There must be like just a pretty big range of variant. That's the only reason I can see why we'd be getting these results that we're getting. Ah! All of my I think every single character attacked a different target because I messed up the targeting. That bad? Oh well. I meant for Luca to hit the green one there, but Chrono got his turn first and I didn't realize it, so screwed up targeting again. Ooh, Chrono and Luca leveled up. Nice. Yes. Titan Vest. Can all my characters use it? It does seem so. Okay. Nice damage boost. Hammer arm. 3-point boost. Do you let me disable the laser? All systems down. Defense lasers are off. Oh my god, that's a lot of enemies. Oh well. Mash A and win. Please don't poison me. Doesn't look like you did. I wonder if that attack actually can poison, or if it just has an animation that makes it look like it would. So, Robo and Luca both hit that enemy for 1 point damage. Chrono hit it for 7. And Chrono did that twice. Now Robo hits for 3, Luca for 2. Chrono 6. Yeah, the variance on these enemies has me a bit confused, but it doesn't seem to matter much. Okay. Just one enemy left. Alright. So it did say all defenses are off. I wonder if that means we're coming up to a boss battle soon. To be safe, let's run back and save. Since there's a save point just 1 floor back. Of course, doing this, I just realized might reset those slime fights that drop down from the ceiling. I hope not. I don't want to fight them again. Yeah. Cool, it didn't. Nice. So I could have just taken this up. Why couldn't I just take this down before? What did disabling the lasers have to do with that? Or did I not need to disable lasers? Was the option to go down like that available the whole time and I just didn't realize it? It's a possibility. Alright, so we have ladder up and a long narrow hallway. Oh! I did not see there was a hatch there. Well, I feel silly. Ooh, plasma gun. A nice little damage boost for it. Warlock systems, they be operational. Enter password. Ah. Cool. I did get it right. Just to be safe, let's heal real quick. Looks like it might have been a good thing that I did. Robo is adorable when he jumps like that. Emergency. Security system has gone haywire. Must escape immediate. Okay. Oh no. Oh. Hurry, now. Yay, thank you, Robo. You're the man. The elevator shut off, so now we have to backtrack. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. These are my friends. Good to see you. What are you doing? You are defective. You have been tainted. Pardon? I'm malfunctioning. Affirmative. A defect? I'm a defect. Have you forgotten our mission? All intruders must be eliminated. That was my purpose? You say you must be destroyed. What are you doing? Wait. So the text doesn't automatically advance here. We can just watch Robo get beat up for as long as we want. On the one hand, I feel like such a dick right now. On the other hand, it amuses me that the game lets us watch Robo get beat up for however long we feel like. That's kind of funny. Oh no! Poor Robo! Please stop. Oh wait, please. Seriously, why are we doing nothing? We're just standing here watching our new friend get beat to death, and we're not even trying to help him. Wait, now, after all the no, we still aren't doing anything. Like, you saw Chrono walk up a little, but... What? Really? Robo! I stood by and did nothing to help you, but now that you are far away, let me scream after you. To show how much I truly care. I mean, not that I care enough to do anything, but, yeah. Now to take care of the intruders? No, take care of you. And to be clear, we didn't try to help Robo at all. We just let Robo go. We're only getting involved now because they were going to attack us. This is so screwed up. I can't believe we just actively watched our friend get beat to death. Well, they were beating him with a plan to kill him. Did nothing to help him. And then we still do wind up fighting, but only because the enemies attacked us. It's like, man, it sure is a good thing they decided to attack us, otherwise we'd have never gotten involved. I feel like it's the United States with the World War II. The only reason we went to war with Germany when we did is Japan attacked us, and then Germany's like, oh hey, now that Japan's attacked you, let's declare war. There's a very real argument that if Germany had just not declared war when it did, the United States would have gone after Japan first. It might not have, but it's a real possibility. Yeah, seriously. How screwed up is it that we didn't try to help Robo at all? Oh, I will note, this is a battle where we actually took a lot of damage, and, like, dying was a real possibility, so... Using 2 mid-tonics in a boss battle, that's something. And granted, that only happened because one of our party members was kicked out, and we had to fight 6 enemies with no AoE effect, but still. It is the first time this challenge has felt like I'd have really benefited from not just mashing A. No, against the dragon tank, it was true there too. Alright, just one enemy left. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? How's this? I think it dies to one more hit. Wait, what the? Did it really just use that twice in a row? Oh my god, I might actually die. 3 mid-tonks? Okay, I take it back. This fight is more than just mildly something. I think it was using that attack as a counterattack to getting hit. So I think as long as we heal up, and rather than just take damage and keep attacking, I think we should be fine. But yeah, 3 mid-tonics to revive, and 2 regular tonics. And that'll have... I think proto-attacking one more time is enough, but I want to be safe. Yeah. So I didn't need to use those 2 tonics, but... Robo! They trashed him! Yeah, well, you stood by and watched and did nothing because you're... Sorry, I cannot fixate on how dumb stuff is right now. He's in bad shape. I'm not sure I can fix him. Let's get him back to Protodome for now. Yeah, just imagine if, you know, when he said, "Please stop!" and was like crawling toward us as he gets beat to death. Imagine if you would have just stepped in and did anything. Fucking douchebag. Remember, guys, Luca was very much freaked out about the end of the world and how we have to stop it. Did absolutely nothing to help Robo, and when she saw people in the first dome when we got to this world, didn't show the slightest ounce so concerned about their well-being, or, like, the world being trashed, or just, Can you repair me? Don't talk. You are trying to save the world, or my world? I don't know how far we'll get, but that's the plan. Anyway, Robo, what are you going to do when you're repaired? What am I going to do? Yeah, I mean, what plans do you have for the future? Luca, no one has ever asked me that before. You can't say that, dude. You don't have memory. Well, no. Apparently he doesn't remember what his old orders were, but he does have some memories, because he did say that there used to be lots of people and robots here. So I guess he has some memory, just... it's combined with some amnesia. But yeah, as a general rule, I hate when characters with amnesia say, "Oh, nobody has ever," or "I've never." It's like, dude, you have amnesia, you can't know that. Robo, you're alright. Luca, you're incredible. I hope I never have to do that again. Seriously though, okay. So leaving aside that we stood by did nothing as Robo got beat nearly to death, the game wanted... like, think about what happened after that. The game wanted us to feel like, oh my god, this is super important. Robo nearly died while we stood by and did nothing. This means a lot. I don't know if we can save him. Like 8 dialogue boxes later. Hey, he's good as new. Why were you worried in the first place? This is such bad writing. There's nothing left for me here. Together, maybe we can give this plan of ours a chance. Then let's go. The gate's up ahead. Yay! The time gate that we somehow knew would exist in this time period, even though we have no reason that's been shown to have believed that. Thank God we were able to find it, because the information center computer could tell us somehow. Why it had that information, I don't know. Why we didn't look for any other information from the machine, I don't know. Where are we? What is that sound? Okay, that sound is hilarious, and Robo's animation there looks so funny. Okay, old man. Ah, Morgan. What do you mean, yes? And where are we? Why, this is the end of time, of course. All lost travelers in time wind up here. Now, where are you from? We're from Guardia Kingdom, circa 1000 AD. I come from 2300 AD. Before more beings step into a time warp, the conservation of time theorem states that they will turn up at the space-time coordinates of least resistance, here. Disturbances in the space-time continuum have increased recently. Far too many folks are just popping in here. No, he said this that, but as far as I know, we never learn of anyone else being brought here. I fear something is having a very powerful effect on the very fabric of time, which means one of us has to remain here. Stay here? Alone? It is pretty bleak here, but not to worry. All time periods connect here. You can visit your friends whenever you wish, but you can never travel in groups greater than 3. So, one of us must stay. Who will it be? I'm gonna stick with the party I just had. Decide, Chrono. So there you have it. Don't forget, press the Y button to switch party members. How do we get back to our time? You see those lovely pillars of light? Those hook you up to different eras. Once you've been through a gate, you can always use it to come here. To use the gate from here, step into the light, press the A button, but beware the gate which leads from the bucket. Hey. No. Aw, come on. Don't be in such a rush. Before you go, take a peek inside the room beside me. That's where you go to learn magic, but we're not going to be using magic, so I don't care about it. But yeah. Can't go that way yet. So I get it's kind of a plot contrivance that you can only bring 3 party members with you. That part of this doesn't bug me. But why? Sorry, hiccup. But why did we wind up in the, whatever this is called? Like, the stated reason is, oh, you had too many people with you, which, in terms of plot threads, like, I get this is a nexus. We have to come here for some reason so we can use it to continue our journey, blah, blah, blah. But, like, first we had a time gate show up so we could escape from the soldiers at Guardia Castle after we did our prison break. Then there just happened to be a time gate, which we knew would exist somehow, which we're able to find using the information center computer that knew the location of the time gate somehow, which then takes us to this place for some reason. This is such a weird story thread. And yes, I know later in the game we'll find out the in-story reason appears to be that the entity, which we assume to be the planet, is creating all these time gates for us so we can do it. So we are literally being railroaded through the game by the game kind of god. This is so... I hate literally everything that has happened since we came to the future. I think the prison escape and everything leading up to it was solid. I enjoyed it. But, like, once we hit the future, everything about it just sucks in terms of writing. The first boss fight was genuinely awful. That last boss fight was pretty good, though. Like, I actually liked it. The fact that there were 6 enemies and using AoE moves would have been really good. That was cool. I mean, they were actually pretty powerful too, so that's nice. It was the first boss that actually posed any real threat. The fact the last enemy got stronger and used that bigger attack when you hit him because he was alone, cool design. So definitely like that. You might not, in case it's obvious by the way I'm talking. I'm going to stop here. I think this is a good point to take a break at. But just, yeah, this future segment was really poorly written. I'll leave it at that. That said, game's been fun, great aesthetics, love the music, the sprite work, all that stuff, and so far the challenge run has been pretty manageable. I'm curious to see how difficult things get as we go. With that said, thanks to anyone who stopped by, anyone who watches a VOD or checks things out on YouTube. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you when I see you.